Hello and welcome back to another comparison episode on the Ken OWE channel. Today I'll be pitting the underdog of action figures, Marvel Legends, against the big one, SH Figuarts, and the featured character for today's episode is indeed the ever so popular PlayStation 4 exclusive Spider-Man Advanced Suit.
I'm so excited.
As you all know, this video was made with the intention of comparing two figures of the same character from two prominent action figure lines to help out those who can't afford to get both of them. That's why I'm using whatever remaining resources I have left for videos like this, and if it helps any of you in any way, then it's all worth it. And also, before we begin, I'd like to highlight that anything said beyond this point is based purely on my humble opinion. So without further ado, let's begin today's episode with figure design. The problem with the SH Figuarts figure design have always been their absent bicep cut. Instead, they've always had the arm swivel replacing the bicep swivel, which has always been an issue for me as it limits the amount of arm rotation, and it's more evident in this case as the figure itself has a bulkier frame, therefore it hinders his articulation even more. So basically I can't rotate his arms sideways, which I feel is essential for many poses, as you'll see later in the articulation portion of the video. SHF also has a longer, more rigid lower abdomen, which results in body splits when you're doing ab crunches, and even revealing some gaps when it's not standing upright, which isn't a huge issue for me, but it may be for some. For Marvel Legends, however, it doesn't have all those issues as it has a bicep swivel and the typical Marvel Legends ab cut, so plenty of arm rotation and plenty of crunching without body splits. However, he does have a really muscular build. It's not a problem, but he's almost to the level of Wolverine in terms of conditioning, while it is much smoother in SHF's design, so unless you want a jacked up Peter Parker, the SHF design would appeal to you more.
The greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump.
Although it does sound like I'm only talking about negatives, but it's only because everything else about these figures are pretty spot on. They both have their pros and cons, but the pros obviously outweighs the cons. When it comes to details, both figures have aplenty, but SH Figuarts does have more lines engraved to his suit compared to the Marvel Legends figure. Even the webbing on SH Figuarts is engraved, but looks a lot more subtle compared to the Marvel Legends figure, which is painted, and it looks a lot more prominent. They both have great paint application, although Marvel Legends has a little bit of a paint spill, and they're both sculpted beautifully. What we have on the table are two great looking representation of the PS4 Spider-Man characters, and delving into that further, character representation. Of course, when I talk about character representation, I usually mean how accurate their respective action figures are to the characters, and in this case, both of them look really close, if not identical, to the PS4 Spider-Man character. They both have the matte paint finish and white highlights on the right details. If I were to be a little bit nitpicky about things, I'd say that the eyes on the Marvel Legends figure is a little elongated, and it's unfortunate we're stuck with this one head, so I wish I could change that a little. Marvel Legends has this weirdly shaped head where he's got a really wide jaw, so I would definitely prefer SH Figuarts' head over the Marvel Legends figure, as it looks a little bit more proportionate and closer to the character representation. Touching on the paint application once again, the Marvel Legends figure has a darker shade of blue compared to the SH Figuarts, and I definitely prefer the vibrant colors of the SH Figuarts over the Marvel Legends.
I'm gonna go right into a touch of phthalo blue. Just pull a little bit of the color out, you just enjoy.
So I'd say SH Figuarts definitely won over Marvel Legends on this one, solely due to the proportion. If only Marvel Legends was a little less bulkier and the head had a thinner jaw, I think it would have been a closer match to the character. Articulation. Of course, we come to my favorite portion of the video. This segment demonstrates their posability without having to talk about them all over again. So presenting to you, the Cheerleaders Challenge.
Alright.
Look up to the sky. The face slap, the back scratcher, the Tobey Maguire dance, the break dancer, the ab cruncher, the groin tear, the crotch killer, the mermaid, the body twist, the Iron Man pose, the spider crawl. Spider! There's a white spider in the house! Call the exterminator! We've got a spider problem! The Dead Spider. Accessories. It's always hard to compare between Marvel Legends with SHF in this category, because it's usually a one-sided competition, but just going through the motions, SHF has 5 additional pairs of hands, 5 different type of web effects, 2 additional interchangeable eyes, 1 interchangeable head, a pair of spider bombs, a custom look base, and a spider drone, while Marvel Legends has a pair of hands and a pair of long bendable web effects. I mean, it's sufficient, but it's not SH Figuarts.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Next category. Price. This is one of the categories Marvel Legends will always win in most comparisons, hands down. I mean, this price against a price tag of SH Figuarts is not even a contest at this point, but for this case, the price is at least justified. So the more you pay, the more you get, at least accessory wise.
Shut up and take my money.
Scale. And here is the Marvel Legends and SH Figuarts PlayStation 4 Spider-Man action figures, standing next to other figures for scale comparison. Conclusion. So, in summary, I know it may seem like SH Figuarts is the clear winner, which he is the winner between these two figures, but it's not as clear as I thought it would be. Yes, it has a better sculpt and a lot more accessories compared to the Marvel Legends package, but all that comes with a price, and this is the best case of you get what you pay for. But even at a much cheaper price, the Marvel Legends figure is really solid. In terms of durability as well, the SH Figuarts feels a little more fragile than the Legends figure, especially that arm swivel, which is why I'm always in support of bicep swivels, which the Marvel Legend has. And it also makes posing a whole lot easier, and factoring all of that in, this was definitely closer than you think it is. And if only the Marvel Legends had an interchangeable head, or even the eyes weren't that elongated, it would have won over SH Figuarts. But for now, SHF takes the cake. However, these are simply my thoughts and opinions, and I would love to hear yours. Do you think that SH Figuarts is the obvious winner between the two, or Marvel Legends is actually better than the SH Figuarts? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm really hoping Mayfax will do a PlayStation 4 Spider-Man as well, then we might have another tough competition. Come on Mayfax, make my dreams come true. Thank you all very much for watching as always. If you did enjoy today's episode, please lend your support by hitting that like and subscribe button and share it with your friends as well. Thank you again for your support, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Click here for video 1. Click here for video 2. Click here to subscribe. Click it. Thank you for watching. Arigato. Thank you.